A Dallas conference is spotlighting the difficulty of life in Israel as the war against Hamas continues. Outside of the gathering, opinions are very different. Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley. The Global Conference for Israel is drawing people from around the world to Dallas. Fox 4's Alex Boyer has the story. Alex.
Hi, Clarice. And organizers for this year's conference tell me that it is a celebration of the strength and resilience of the people of Israel as they continue to rebuild and move back to Israel following the October 7th terrorist attacks. Inside the Hilton Anatole in Dallas Friday.
And we will never forget their names.
Some 2,500 American-Zionists and their supporters came together for the annual Global Conference for Israel. Among them is a woman who lives in Israel. She recalls being in a coffee shop last week when warning sirens started blasting.
Follow the crowd. We were about 50 people, all in this little tiny shelter, and as we were closing the door, we hear boom, boom, and it was the Iron Dome intercepting right over us.
This year's conference comes at a tense time when Israel remains at war with Hamas. The October 7th, 2023 attacks killed an estimated 1,200 Israelis, and another 250 were taken hostage, many still missing. In response, Israeli troops have infiltrated the Gaza Strip, decimating much of the region.
The vast majority of Jewish Americans believe in the legitimacy of the state of Israel. Now, they vary in their assessment of specific Israeli government policies, particularly with regard to the conduct of the war in Gaza or Israeli actions in Lebanon, etc.
Political science professor Dr. Matthew Wilson believes part of the goal for this year's conference is to counterbalance efforts to mobilize support for Palestinians at college campuses across the country, including UT Dallas. That message of Palestinian solidarity is right outside the conference as well, with one group of protesters being detained on Thursday after holding a sit-in on the street.
I think the organizers of this conference, to some degree, want to push back on that and to rally support among younger people for the Israeli position.
Still, there are a growing number of people critical of the Israeli prime minister's tactics in the ongoing war.
And so you have both Jews that have an interest in this, and you have non-Jews who have an interest in this. And so you have quite a few voices that are speaking out against Israel.
And again, the protesters who were outside of the conference today here in Dallas did remain on the street. I checked in with Dallas police late this afternoon. As of yet, there have not been any new arrests.